How would you like to make more money in your business without working more? In fact, you can work less. It doesn't seem like it, but I get a little lazy sometimes when it comes to my business. I don't try to reinvent the wheel or, try to do things that are going to overcomplicate my business. I like to rinse and recycle. I like to repeat and repurpose a lot of my content. But the only way that I could have done this is by getting crystal clear on my marketing message. So tell me, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're like, I feel like I'm all over the place? I'm doing all the things that my coach told me to do, or I'm doing all the things that I see other successful people doing. They are creating a Facebook group and they're getting their Facebook group to buy from them, or they're on Instagram showing up in stories, they're doing the reels, they're doing all the silly dances and all the things, or maybe they're have a more professional or polished look, and maybe you do too, and you're on LinkedIn, or you're creating YouTube videos so that you can have evergreen content, and you just feel like you're torn, and you're pulled in so many directions that it can be very overwhelming. It could be so confusing. And what you find is that maybe sometimes you're going all in and you're excited and then you get burnt out. Or maybe you find that you're spending so much time learning a strategy, learning how to create the perfect post and creating, the perfect offer and doing all the things. And you're not actually spending time implementing, taking action. Or sometimes that you're learning so much and you're over analyzing things and you're second guessing yourself that you don't even take any action. Bottom line is that you understand or you realize that you're not getting the results from your business that you really want. So it's eating at your confidence. You are starting to question whether you're cut out for this. And maybe you're just feeling like so demotivated that you just don't want to take action. Right? You just kind of want to throw money at it sometimes. And maybe, you want to hire a social media manager and, you just want to delegate all these things. But here's the thing, whether you want to take action yourself or you want to delegate any of these things, you have to get super crystal clear, because you can't delegate something to someone that you don't even know how to articulate or you don't even know how to instruct them to do. So I know that it seems very enticing to watch an influencer with a big audience sell things like crazy. And I know that you feel like in order for you to be able to achieve your goals, that you got to do all these things. But that is actually keeping you from the success that you want, because you're spreading yourself way too thin. The reason why that makes you slows you down in your progress, or that you're not getting the results, is because a couple of different things. When you spread your focus too thin, you can't be proficient in any one area. So that is just like the awareness of it, from the outside, that's what's going on. But what's going on in the inside is that you're overloading your brain, you're causing confusion. Your subconscious mind doesn't understand, are we going this way? Are we going that way? Although it can process a lot of information at every second, every minute of the day, it still has to choose what it's going to allow into your subconscious, what it's going to allow into your beliefs, and then how it's going to dictate your actions. So if you think that being all over social media and creating all the content and just pushing things out is the way to grow your business, I'm sorry, but that is not how. It is about being strategic and intentional with the content you create by getting very crystal clear on who you serve. Today, inside the Profitable CEO Accelerator, I hosted our CEO Power Planning Workshop. We do this every single month where we look at our next 30 days. Now, when you join the accelerator, you do a 90-day plan with me, so that we're not just making plans every 30 days, but we have a 90-day plan. And then every 30 days, we examine it. We look at the feedback, we look at the data, and we see, okay, are we tweaking anything? But today we talked about clarity. And we talked about the reason why people have a hard time selling. They don't want to feel icky or spammy or any of all the other negative words or descriptions that they define as being, selling their offer, what the reason why they feel that way, what ends up happening is that because they're not clear about their marketing message and how it serves their ideal client, they don't have the confidence to show up. And the clarity that they do have, it's about the goals that they want. It's like, it's very one-sided. It's like, well, I know that I want to make $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, whatever it is, right? They know those things, but they don't know how to bridge the gap of what they want, what their person wants, and how they can come together so that they can have that exchange, give their client, their prospect what they want, and then get in return what they want. And so when they are creating a 90-day plan, 30-day plan, annual plan, or whatever it is to meet their goals, and it's one-sided and it's only about what that is that entrepreneur wants, naturally, they're going to feel salesy about their approach because they're not putting themselves into the shoes of their ideal client. They're not really owning the transformation that they can offer. They're only seeing that they have this service or they have this product. And so they too don't even have their own buy-in. They're just like thinking, okay, this is what I have. This is how many things I want to sell so I can meet my goals. Instead of thinking, this is the impact that my product or my service has to make in my ideal client's life. So I want to invite you to a boot camp that I'm doing in the month of August, where you get to get so clear on your marketing message that you actually boost your sales, you work less, you fine tune your message so that it sells for you. You magnetize the right clients, and you have a plan of action. So you are clear on your daily activities of what needs to happen in your business so you can make the sales without waking up in the morning thinking, okay, what am I going to do today? Where am I going to post? Only to get distracted and then feel defeated or feel frustrated that things aren't going your way. When you have a clear action plan and you give your subconscious mind instructions, then you can take action based off of those instructions and meet your goals more efficiently. And when you're crystal clear on the transformation that your product or service offers, then you get the ache out of selling, the ache out of marketing. You actually feel more confident because you know that you have an impact to make. So let me give you some real life examples of how you can apply this, because you may be thinking, well, Vanessa, I sell a product and I don't know how my product will give a transformation to someone. I want to invite you to dig a little deeper, because someone is going to buy something from you, not for the surface level things, although it may seem like that at first, but it's about how it makes them feel, how it makes them feel about themselves, and how they think other people are going to feel or think about them. So, for example, one of my accelerator members sells earrings. In fact, these are a pair of her earrings right now. They're super cute, super lightweight, so I can wear big earrings without feeling like my ear hole is going to be like stretched out, right? That's just not my thing to have stretched out earlobes. And so when we started working together, I asked her, I told her, you're not just selling earrings. I hope you understand that. You are selling a transformation for that woman. And so I encouraged her to really dig deep and think about the transformation that her earrings can offer the person that is buying them from her. And so as we talked about it, the earrings were allowing a woman to be confident, allowing, almost giving permission to that woman to wear big earrings and express her uniqueness with, and her authenticity without feeling bad about it, without any shame or without any guilt, to do it unapologetically, right? And so when she has that confidence to be her most authentic self and show her extraness, what does that do for her? That helps her show up in a different way. that helps her show up more confidently. Who knows? Maybe she just got out of a bad marriage and just went through the worst divorce, and she is showing up to a restaurant for a first date with someone, a new date that she hasn't dated anyone in 10, 15 years. And her confidence has been zapped because she's been through the ringer, through the marriage and through the divorce, and simply putting a pair of earrings on that make her feel confident. As she's walking through, knowing eyes are on her, she's standing up straight, walking through that restaurant to meet her date. She's allowing the things that had happened in the past just fade away, and she's stepping into her confidence because she feels sexy in these earrings. She feels like she's able to finally express her true self, that she's using her voice through her accessories to feel good and to be herself, to choose the things that she's always wanted for herself. You see, when we think about what our offer or products or services can bring to our clients, we don't ever get that deep. And because we never get that deep, it doesn't come across in our marketing message. And it makes it harder for us to sell, so that we're feeling this resistance internally. And then we're feeling like this resistance that we're trying to pull and drag and force people to buy our things because we haven't thought about how it truly will affect her, him, or them. We haven't really dug deep enough to understand that there is a surface level of an idea of what your product or services can do for them, but there's actually a deeper level. And when you can get to that, everything becomes so much easier. Okay, so with that being said, it doesn't mean that you have to learn all these strategies and you have to be all the different places. You just need to make your process potent, your marketing message potent, your understanding of your action plan so potent, and your clarity around your marketing message so potent. Okay, so did I already say that? All of this, the instructions that you give yourself and the things that you are instructing your people to do in your marketing message needs to be so cohesive and so simple that you don't feel like you're having to do a lot of things. So with that being said, in the month of August, I am doing a Boost Your Business Bootcamp. And it's going to be small, actionable steps every single day that you can implement, little exercises that you can do that day. Takes less than 10 minutes for you to do. Max, we might have 1 to 2 that are 30 minutes. But you get to take action every single day so that you're boosting your revenue. You're making your marketing message so potent that it's selling for you. You have a simple action plan so that you know what to do every single day, which makes your to-do list shorter. It makes your business more effective. So you actually free up more time. You get to live life, more instead of being tied to your business. You get to boost your revenue, and then you get to have an action plan that you get to rinse and repeat every single month. So the way this is going to happen, because I know that sometimes people are like, I missed the emails, I missed all these things, I'm going to get behind all that. First of all, whatever you tell your subconscious mind is exactly what it's going to do. So if you have that kind of language and that expectation for yourself, absolutely, you're going to get behind. You're going to miss the things. And so I do not want to take your email for this. I do not want to inundate you with a lot of content that you have to keep up with. So the way that I'm going to leak out this information is that inside the Aligned Business Woman Facebook group, we're going to have a chat for Boost Your Business, for the Boost Your Business Bootcamp. And in that chat, every single day over the 31 days of August, you're going to get a little exercise. You can either join inside the Facebook group, or you can join on Instagram if that is your preferred platform, because I have a channel in there where I'm also going to be leaking the same information. You don't have to join both, just join one or the other. You're going to be able to ask your questions. You're going to be able to share your wins, celebrate, maybe even if you wanted to share a post that you did or something, an action that you took because of the boot camp, to get love on your post, to, whatever. I want this to be a community where you're connecting with other people. If you have ideal clients in the boot camp, in the chat, I want you to feel free to ask someone, hey, would you mind getting on a market research call with me? I want this to be a community where you're helping each other grow and get to the next level and take action. This is not going to be something where you're like, oh my gosh, I am behind, I'm forgetting. No, this is going to be something that you're excited to do, and you're going to get the results, and you're going to stop confusing yourself or overwhelming yourself with all the things that you think that you need to do. This is going to be a simplified strategy for you that has proven results. These are some of the things that I have done to boost my business by 3,000% just in the past month. I think it was like last week that I checked, not even in a full month. I got over 60 sales. So I'm going to teach you all the things that I do. Now, you might be wondering, like, why are you giving all this information away for free? Going back to the whole way we talk about ourselves, or, the things that we tell ourselves is like, oh, I'm going to get behind, or I might not do this. The reason why I'm going to give this to you for free, I'm going to give you the action plan, is because I know that at some point you're going to want to have that accountability. You're going to want to have that mentorship, because you're going to go and get in your head and you're going to tell yourself, I don't know if I could do this, all the things, all the reasons why you're not at the position that you want to be in your business. So this is going to be very valuable. I could probably sell this for a couple of thousands of dollars, but I want to give it to you for free because I want you to have the right resources, the clear resources, instead of chasing things around and getting distracted and just overwhelming yourself and just prolonging the process. I want to end your struggles and your pain and lead you to that pleasure and that excitement and all the results that you want. So be on the lookout for that chat. Please join us in the chat if you would like to participate in this boot camp. And I am rooting for you. So I will see you inside the Aligned Businesswoman Facebook group, or I'll see you in the chat on Instagram.